Hi, everyone. Good morning. How are you? Please let me know if you can see me and hear me properly, please. Just a thumbs up, Andrea. Obrigada, minha querida. Bom dia, bom dia. Welcome to the Heart Chakra session, the middle point, the bridge between the lower chakras and the upper chakras, the bridge between our inner world and our outer world. So this is a very special chakra. Everything begins here at all times. So be very, very welcome. Even if this is your first session with us throughout the journey, you are right on time. This is meant for you. I know that. So hello, Elodie. Hi, good morning. Hi, Christine. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Yulia. Hi, Gilly. Good morning. Lovely to see and hear you and be with everyone today. How wonderful, Gilly. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Karen. Good morning. Good morning. 5:15 a.m. in Annapolis, says Karen. Yay. Here it's 10:15 a.m. A more uh well, we are almost through the morning here. Hi, Caroline. Hello. Nice to see you. Nice to see you here. So how are you feeling? Especially those of you that have been doing the whole journey since Monday. How are you feeling? Um, Reaching the midpoint. How is that? Did you feel something shifting in the last few days? Are you feeling more calm, more centered? So Michelle, so you are in South Australia. It's 7:45 p.m. coming from the future. Michelle, it's your first time here. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Be very, very welcome. So for the first timers, Elodie, also your first time. Wonderful. So for the first timers, please know that these sessions, they are being recorded and you can access them on another platform. You can then send me a message here on Insight Timer and I will let you know how. So if you have missed and want to do the other sessions, you can do it. Okay, they will be available for quite some time. This one and so the previous ones, this one and the next ones, they will be available to revisit every time. Okay, so Caroline was really tired yesterday, but feeling good today. Missed the first few days, but plan to watch them. Wonderful. Karen, more centered. I feel like I'm flowing with universal spirit and timing. Beautiful. Beautiful. You know what? The grounding meditation that we do here every single day, it helps us to be centered and ground because it really brings us back to presence. Oh, today we have another one visiting. Say hello to people. Hello. She will be with us today. Not Belchior. Belchior is not around. Luna, this one is Luna. So they will be coming and going. Hi, Robin. Hi, Robin. Yes, the kitties, right? They are part of our lives every time. So as I was saying, the fact that we are here every day doing the grounding meditation brings us to that center because it has that power. It has that power to connect us right here and right now. That's why we do it every time. And of course, after this is the fifth day that we'll be doing the grounding meditation, the effects start to show. Yeah. And Karen, hello, feeling so much more centered. Beautiful, beautiful. So if we work within ourselves and with our energetic system and with everything in life, actually, but if we do it from a place of grounding safety or grounded safety, things tend to fall into their own places. And it's almost like we slow down time. So we have time to really look and tap into everything that's around us and within us. We have time. That's what grounding does. Gives us more time. Of course, this time is psychological. When we are too worried, too anxious about something, like the time really runs fast. But if we are centered and grounded, time has a way to slow down because we can be more aware of what is happening, almost like in slow motion, but in a good way. It's not hitting pause and staying freeze. No, it's just kind of a slow motion. So we can attend to everything that needs our attention. And so today, the heart chakra, if you have something pink or green or both, bring them closer. Some crystals, some color pencils, some mugs, anything, some objects that you may have laying around, bring them closer. These are the colors associated with the heart chakra. Green is for healing, and pink is for unconditional love. And also, sorry, my voice again. Also, bring some tea or some water nearby. You will be needing it throughout the session. Okay? So just bring these things closer. If you have a candle or an incense, light them up. So your senses can also be activated. They're not just your energetic centers, but also your senses. We cannot work on our energy fields without attending or acknowledging that we have a body as well. Yes, remember, I think it was during the root chakra session, I was mentioning that there is no spirituality, meaning the crown chakra. Sorry. There is no spirituality without being rooted right here and right now. Yeah. Michelle, I'm switching with green thread and drinking green tea. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Hi, Z. Good morning. Let me just sip a little bit. I don't know what is happening with my voice now during the mornings. Maybe it's because, I don't know, I did not drink enough water. Let me just clear it. Sorry about that. Maybe some insights might come during the throat chakra session on Monday. I will wait for that. Okay, so what have we been doing here since last Monday? So we are going on a journey throughout every chakra that we have in our body. Well, 7 main chakras. We started at the roots, which is located at the base of our spine. Then we move to the sacral. We work on that on Wednesday. This is where our emotions lie. Then we had a full moon. No, yes, then we had the full moon, right? The full moon on Thursday to balance everything. The full moon was in Libra, so we were able to balance everything. Then yesterday we worked with the solar plexus, and today we are working with the heart. Tomorrow we will have a pause because it's Easter Sunday. And then on Monday we get back with the throat, Tuesday with the third eye, and Wednesday with the crown chakra. So we are going on a trip. We are going on a journey throughout all of these chakras so we can balance them, so we can be attuned to them, so we can activate them and release them from any blockages. That's our main goal during this journey. Karen says, I'm wearing a pink shirt, have a pink heart-shaped crystal and my room is painted green. Beautiful. You are exactly in the perfect spot, Karen. Exactly. So if you have pink crystals, I had one here. Maybe my cat stole it. So I always have a rose quartz. And for green, well, you can have like any kind of green crystal, any kind. So any kind of rose crystal, any kind of green crystal, they will work directly with the heart. And why is that? Because colors, they have a frequency. And our chakras, they have a frequency. And the colors are associated with each chakra because of that, because of the frequency that they have. And so they will attune equal attracts equal. Yeah. Kim says rose quartz here. Beautiful, Caroline. I have a rose quartz and jade crystal. Beautiful. Jade is also very good. Green one, right? So green for healing and pink for unconditional love. These are the two main features of the heart chakra. And this is where everything connects. This is where everything starts. This is where we connect what's below and what's up, what's within and what's without. Every time this really functions as a bridge. And I would say this is the most balanced spot of our body, both physical and energetic. And everything comes through here so it can come outside into the world. If the heart had a statement, guess what? It would be, let me just write it here. It would be, oh, misspelling. I love. The energy of love is one of healing and it's one of connection, not just love towards the outside world, towards other people, but also love, like self-love. So it goes both ways. When we have a balanced heart chakra, giving and receiving is really balanced. We give 50%, we receive 50%. This is a very balanced energy here. And when we are balanced and acting through our hearts, life feels really easier. Easier said than done, I know. But this is the mission of the heart, to let life be easy, even through difficult times. To let life be easy for us. Because everything stems out of love. Love is the energy. We can call it love, we can call it anything else, but love is the energy that connects us all, connects us with ourselves and with the world around. Everything, the trees, the rocks, the animals, the people, the situations, the buildings, nature, whatever. The heart is where everything stems from. The element of heart is air. It took me some years to really get what this means, because air for me was always connected with the mind or with the thoughts or with the ideas. So I could not quite get why was it related to the heart. But fortunately, some years later, just hit me. Air helps the seeds spread. So the air is the thing that it is invisible, but connects us all. It's common for everyone, right? And also, we can spend some days without eating. We can spend, well, weeks without eating, days without water, but only a few minutes without air. Air equals life at all times. So we need love as we need air. That's why it is connected with the heart. So we can spread the love. I would say this is like the mission of the heart chakra, is to spread the love. Spread without and also within. Remember, we always need to have our cup full before we hand it over to someone else. So first we pour down some self-love, drink it ourselves, and then we can hand it over to someone else. But we need to do that. We cannot pour out of an empty cup, right? So this is the essence of the heart chakra. And here we exist because we understand the relationship we have with love. So we understand our existence through love. This is what a heart chakra level asks of us. So we saw that at the root level, we exist as part of a tribe, right? We are no different than the tribe we are in, that we belong to. Belonging is one of the words of the root chakra. So we understand ourselves, or we exist in relation with the tribe, as part of a tribe. At the sacral level chakra, we exist in a relationship, one-on-one relationship. This is how we understand ourselves, through the lens of a one-on-one relationship. There's no individuation here still. So we are still part of something, so we can know ourselves. So we can know ourselves, yeah. Then at the solar plexus level, this is where our power starts to manifest. And so we exist in relationship with ourselves. And here comes the individuation process. We get out of the tribe, we get out of a one-on-one relationship, and we start a relationship with ourselves. Here at the heart chakra level, we understand ourselves, or we exist because of love. Not only with the relationship with ourselves, but something bigger than us. Yeah. So if the heart had a mission, not only to spread the love, but it will also be to understand that love is divine power. So at the solar plexus chakra, it's about our inner power. At the heart chakra is about divine power, something bigger than us. Beautiful, right? The Sanskrit word for the heart chakra is, I will try to read it. It is said, I suppose, anahata. Let me write it. Anahata. And it means, this is really beautiful, it means untouchable, the untouchable. The untouchable spot of ourselves. This is the seat of our soul. This is where we exist, like behind all those layers of experiences that we have been having along our lives. Untouchable. That's that part of ourselves that is really untouchable. It doesn't change. It doesn't break anytime. And so our heart is our essence. So when we are experiencing something out of balance, it means that we are not in touch with ourselves. When life becomes really hard, when things seem not to be moving anywhere, maybe we are not in touch or in connection with our own essence. And the heart chakra helps us when we work with it. The mission is to get to that untouchable part of ourselves and let it spread. Let it shine from the inside out. Remember, every time we do the grounding meditation and I ask the sun to come through the body, at some point when we get to the chest, I always say, making you shine from the inside out. That's because of the heart. That's because of your essence. Yeah, now you know why I say that. And so some signs of a well-balanced heart chakra, they are, we can feel that unconditional love, meaning unconditional means that you are not expecting something in return. You just give. You just give it away, and that does not drain you. It's not like a giving that it's making you empty, like empty something that you have. No, it's like sharing. It's a feeling of sharing what you have without asking anything in return, because you don't need to. You don't need to refill that way. You don't need to expect anything to refill. That's unconditional love. We feel it a lot with our pets, right? It's unconditional. We don't expect them to give it back to us, although they do, but we do not expect that, right? We just give it away. Also, the feelings of compassion towards the world itself, that's from a balanced heart chakra as well. The giving and receiving, the 50-50, yeah, that's from a balanced heart chakra. What else? Yes, we feel harmony. We understand what it means to have self-love poured on our mug. We understand that. We understand that, and we do it. Not because someone told us to do, but because we feel it like that. So the love is directed outwards and also inwards. Compassion, self-love. Yeah. And then on the other hand, an unbalanced heart chakra, you can feel like a pain, a constant pain, physical pain in your heart. You may experience heart problems. You feel a hollow. It's like something is empty because you are not in touch with your essence. You are too far away from your essence. That's why you feel that hollow inside, that emptiness. Grief is one of the emotions that lies here in our heart. It doesn't mean necessarily it's out of balance, but it can contribute to that if we keep on feeding the grief. Because grief comes so we can have closure on something. He's trying to tell us, please give a closure to this situation so you can be free, so you can let go of the pain. So grief is a normal emotion to arise from the heart chakra. But if you keep on feeding it, it will like put that hollow bigger. That emptiness will be bigger because you don't want to feel the grief. So if you don't want to do that, yeah, it will open up a bigger hollow inside of you. Also, you can feel emotional instability. Of course, like your emotions are like running wild, up and down every time. You have troubles either giving or either receiving. So if you are having troubles receiving, which we often do, especially women, we were taught to give and give and give and give. And when it comes to receive, we are like, no, I don't need to. Wrong. Okay. So that's a sign of an unbalanced heart chakra if you are not able to receiving as well. It works both ways. Oh, Robin, I didn't see your comment before. My turquoise is kind of green. Okay, you can use it. Although turquoise usually is related to the throat chakra, but if you feel like holding on to it during this session, it will work just fine. It's more about your intention than anything else. And Yulia, what about anxiety? I feel it in my chest. Yes, well, anxiety is a common unbalance from our crown chakra. Okay, but all of our chakras are connected, all of them. And all of them, especially, are connected to the heart. Sorry. So your anxiety, which comes from the crown chakra, can really manifest in your chest because your anxiety is it an emotional anxiety? Because if it is, it will manifest really in your heart, literally in your heart. Yeah. And it's like an anxiety cannot, this kind of anxiety can also manifest as your chest being tight, you know, like someone who is grabbing your heart and doing like this, really, really tight. No space for the heart to open, nor space for the heart to move or to beat. And so if this is an emotional kind of anxiety, yeah, it will manifest like that. And you may experience physical heart problems like arrhythmia. Yeah, like arrhythmia. That one is the one that can come up the most. So what calms anxiety down? Grounding. The chakras, although they are all connected with each other, they also work in pairs. So if anxiety or any kind of ADHD kind of symptom, out of focus, trouble concentrating, that all comes from the crown. But the root chakra, which is the base one, it will help to calm down all those anxieties and help with concentration. Because the root, when you balance the root, you automatically balance the crown as well. They work in pairs. They compensate each other. For the sacral chakra works with the third eye. Intuition is related to creativity every time. So when one is out of balance, the other one will try to compensate or overcompensate. That's why sometimes it's so difficult to have all chakras really aligned with each other, because they are working in pairs, so they are trying to balance each other every time. And then the solar plexus works with your throat chakra. And of course, heart is the middle. Heart is where every chakra connects. It's almost like our energy comes from the earth up to the root, comes from the universe down to the through the crown, and they all connect at the heart level. That's why the divine love meets here. Meets here. Yeah. Okay. So what else would I like you to know about the heart chakra, the element of air? Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, the main features of the heart chakra. It is related with healing, compassion, and love. We already talked about that. Oh, another thing. This is also, the heart chakra is also related to the thymus gland. The thymus gland is something that we have like on our upper chakra behind our upper heart, behind our heart. There's a tiny gland that often disappears when we grow up. When we are children, the thymus has a considerable size, so it is seen, but as we grow up, it tends to shrink and often disappear, although energetically it's always there. And this is the place where joy lives. You know, when you are children and you experience joy just because, that kind of joy, just that kind of joy. And unfortunately, it makes sense as we grow up, it disappears, right? Yeah. And so this thymus gland, where we have joy, there's a simple exercise that we can do to wake it up, energetically wake it up, which is tapping. Tapping along your sternum and the collarbones will help to activate that thymus, will help to activate that joy that you have behind your heart. Look at how symbolic this is. Because when we feel joy, we feel it in our heart. When we feel grief, we feel it in our heart, right? So joy is supporting our heart. How beautiful is that? And so I will invite you now for a short period of time to just tap on it, okay? Because it will help us to activate not only the thymus, but also our heart chakra. So let's do it gently with the tips of with your fingers. Gently tap along, sorry, let me put this here. Gently tap along your sternum and along your collarbones, just like that. You can close your eyes, put a smile on your face. Smiling also helps us to remove the tensions from our face. And just go and tap. Like 1 minute of tapping helps with that anxiety, because we are activating joy, and joy is bigger than anxiety, is stronger than anxiety. Take a deep breath and out. Feel the vibration of your bones when you are tapping. Take one more deep breath and out. And now gently start pausing your tapping. not in an abrupt way, but in a slowly way, gently. Be gentle with yourself. One of the teachings of the heart chakra. Place your hands on your heart and take a deep breath there. And out. Yeah. Doesn't it feel good? It does. Okay. So, how will this session go on for the ones that are here for the first time? So, first we were having a chat about the heart chakra. And now are going to have a grounding meditation for us to be right here and right now, connecting with ourselves, with the community here on the live or on the replay. It will have the same effect. And of course, with Mother Earth. So we can be in presence and we can start our work from a presence kind of state or state of mind. Karen, beautiful, the tapping, right? Yeah, it's really nice. It's really, really nice because it helps us to release any emotional blockages. Well, EFT works because of this, because the emotions, they get stuck in our bodies, in our muscles. They become tensions. They become like little rocks that we have in our body, rigid parts of ourselves. And so by tapping, it will help release. And you don't have to put your mind into it. You just release it. Okay. And this specific one helps to release those emotional blockages around your chest and activate the thymus gland. Yeah. Isabel is saying, tapping is amazing. I do this part of daily energy routine. Beautiful. From Donna Eden. Karen, I've never done it before. I'm so grateful that you shared this. Of course, of course. So if you feel like this is just a little bit, this is just a little bit of tapping or EFT, emotional freedom technique. EFT. You can search for it. You can. There are a lot of teachers here on Inside Timer that practice this EFT specifically. That is not my specialization. I just know a little bit about the tapping procedures, but I know they are really powerful, really, really powerful. They help us connect with our body because we feel the touch, right? We feel the touch and we feel the vibration. So it's really physical. And emotions, they need that physical thing. They need to be grounded. Whatever is physical is also grounded. So emotions, they do need that so they can be set free. Because just by working with our mind, it will become really hard to let them go. They need something else. Yeah. Our mind is good to acknowledge things, to understand things, to understand where things come from, where they are going, what exactly am I feeling. The mind is good for that. The logical part, because we do need an analytical part throughout our self-development journey. But the body has a wisdom that it can only connect with it by being physical as well. Somatics, dance, um, uh, massages, I don't know, osteopathy, anything, acupuncture, anything that is physical will act on your emotions, on your blocked emotions. Meditation also helps, especially the visualization ones, because your mind does not distinguish whether if it's real or if you are just imagining. So it goes with what it sees, what you tell your mind to see. So that's why it works. Anne says, I love tapping. I'm an EFT practitioner and have just started here on Inside Timer. Wow. Wow, Anne, thank you for sharing that. Thank you for this reminder to tap to help us connect with our heart and grounding the body. Of course, of course. So, Anne, be very welcome and thank you for doing that because it is much needed. EFT practicing is really much needed. And it's such a simple technique that works. But then again, every person is a person. Not everything works for everyone. So you need to find your own thing, your own practice to understand how to work with your emotions. Yeah. But keep on trying, because there's always something for everyone. Always. But I would say that EFT is like a universal kind of practice because it does work. It does work. Okay. So about coming back to the structure of the session, we will be grounding, okay, in the next few minutes. And then we will have a specific meditation regarding the heart chakra. And after that, I will draw a card from our beloved star dragons. They always have a message for us, always. So let's see what they are telling us today. And at the end of the session, I will leave you with some affirmations for you to connect with the heart center, and also a practice of the day, so you can go even deeper and connect with this energy whenever needed. Yes? Okay. Caroline says, congratulations, Anne. Yay. Beautiful. Beautiful. So for the grounding meditation, go and grab a cup of water or a cup of tea if you haven't. Yes? I actually need to refill my cup. Okay. If you have a candle, if you have an incense, go and light it up. Crystals, if you have crystals, bring them closer together. If you have anything green, anything pink, whatever it is, an object, a blanket, a necklace, a color pencil, anything, go and grab them as well. So you can have it nearby. So you can have them nearby. The colors of the heart chakra are pink. Oh, pink and green. Pink for unconditional love. Yes, pink for unconditional love and green for healing. Because we heal through love. That's why we need love to heal. Okay. So, for this grounding meditation, I will invite you to sit or to lay down comfortably. Sit either on a chair or directly on the floor where it feels more comfortable. Yes, so if you are sitting, just make sure that your spine is aligned. You can help with that by rolling your shoulders back and imagining you have a string pulling you up from the top of your head, like a string coming from the ceiling and lifting you like this. That way your vertebrae will be on top of each other and the energy can easily flow up and down. If you are sitting on a chair, place your feet parallel to the floor, like your soles really touching the floor. That will help you connect with the ground. If you cannot reach the floor with the soles of your feet, you can put a pillow underneath them. That way you will be automatically connecting with the ground. If you are already sitting on the ground, you can just crisscross your legs or have a comfortable position where you can stay comfortable, remain comfortable for the next 20 and so minutes. That's how long the meditation is. Hands facing down, because we will be grounding, and this gesture helps us direct the energy towards Mother Earth. Okay. If you are laying, also place your feet parallel to the floor. That means that your knees will be high and supporting each other, and that way your spine will be automatically aligned on the surface you are laying on. Hands facing down as well, either alongside your body or somewhere on your body, like your heart, your stomach, your belly. Usually these are the places where we feel comfortable in placing our hands on. So go ahead, place them. As long as they are facing the ground, you're good to go. Yes. Okay. If you are laying for extra comfort, you can place a pillow underneath the back of your knees and or underneath your neck. Just make sure you are comfortable. Comfortable is the word. Okay. And so your cup full, your eyes closed, your hands facing down. And now take one deep breath, inhaling through your nose all the way to your belly and exhaling through your mouth as slowly as you can. Okay? Don't do it once. Just let the air flow gently outside, removing all your tensions. Okay, let's do this 3 times together. Inhale deeply and exhale slowly. Inhale deeply and exhale slowly. And one more time. Inhale deeply and exhale. And now keep breathing at your own rhythm, as deeply as you can and as slowly as you can. And take your attention to your root chakra and imagine a cord, a golden cord, coming out of the root chakra and going all the way down to the center of the earth, crossing every layer on the planet until it connects with the core. This golden cord goes through the crust and then through the mantle, through the outer core, and into the inner core. And you can either plug it in or wrap it around it, whichever image resonates with you better. Take a deep breath here. And out. This cord will now function as a drain to whatever it is not working for you anymore, physically, emotionally, and mentally. Take a deep breath and out. Bring your attention to your physical body and notice if you have any tensions in your muscles, any rigid parts in your body, maybe on your neck, on your shoulders, around your stomach, on your hips. Using your breath, when exhaling, you will push all those tensions down the golden cord and into Mother Earth so they can be transmuted. Take a deep breath and out. Take one more deep breath and push. Let all those tensions go down the golden cord and into Mother Earth. They are not serving you right now. Take one more deep breath and push. Keep breathing at your own pace. And bring your attention to your emotional body now. And notice if there are any emotions lingering around. Any sadness, grief, guilt, shame, fear, anger, whatever they are. Using your breath, you will also push them down the golden cord and into Mother Earth so they can be transmuted. Take a deep breath in and out. Take one more deep breath and push. Let all those emotions go down the golden cord and into Mother Earth. They are not serving you right now. Take one more deep breath and out. Keep breathing at your own rhythm. And bring your attention to your mental body now. And notice if there are any thoughts coming to you, any worries, any anxieties, any to-do lists. Let them come, but put them inside bubbles. So when using your breath, they can easily go down the golden cord and into Mother Earth to be transmuted as well. Take a deep breath and push. Take one more deep breath and push. Let all those bubbles of thoughts go down the golden cord and into Mother Earth. They are not serving you right now. Take one more deep breath and out. Imagine now your aura around you. This is an egg-shaped shelter that surrounds and protects your vital space, where nothing nor anyone is allowed to be except yourself. Your auric field holds your physical and your energetic bodies. Notice now its limits. Imagine them to be golden and look for any holes or any tears, any cords coming in. Muddy or foggy areas, energetic debris. So if you find a hole, fill it with golden light. If you find a tear, mend it using a golden string. Cords coming in, cut them using golden scissors or a golden sword. Mud or fog, you can clean them using a golden cloth. And energetic debris, you can sweep it using a golden broom. Any object or tool you may have used to take care of the limits of your aura, you can now let them go down the golden cord and into Mother Earth so they can be transmuted. Remember that this is your vital space. Nothing nor anyone is allowed to be there except yourself. Not even the objects or tools you may have created. So let them go. Take a deep breath here and out. Take one more deep breath and out. And one more deep breath and out. And now inside your aura, on the top of your head, imagine a golden rosebud that rotates and has sticky petals that grab anything at their passage. This rosebud will help you to clean the space between your physical skin and the limits of your aura. So let it rotate all around you from top to the bottom, cleaning thoroughly every inch, every centimeter of your vital space. Take a deep breath and out. Once the rosebud has reached the bottom of your aura, you can let it go down the golden cord and into Mother Earth. And using your hand, your physical hand or your hand of light, cut the golden cord you have attached to your root chakra, let it fall down to the ground, so it too is transmuted, and put on a new golden cord, coming out of the root chakra and going all the way down to the center of the earth as we did before, going through every layer on the planet until it connects with the core. And you can either plug it in or wrap it around it, whichever image resonates with you better. Take a deep breath and out. Take one more deep breath and out. One more deep breath and out. And now, outside your aura, imagine 4 rooted roses around you. 1 rose in front of you, 1 on the left, 1 behind you, and 1 on the right. Let these roses come in any color that they wish. Just make sure they are well rooted, that they are healthy, and that they are roses and not any other plant or flower. These are your guardian roses. They are here to protect you, to help you with visualization, and with separation, separating your energy from everybody else's, so we can all learn to respect each other's vital spaces. Take a deep breath and out. Take one more deep breath and out. And take one more deep breath and out. If one or more of these roses does not look well, is dried out or fading away, please blow up all the roses. Let their ashes come down to the ground to be transmuted, and put on a new set of 4 rooted roses around your aura. You may have to do this several times, and it's okay. Do it as many times as you need to ensure you have healthy roses surrounding you. Take one more deep breath and out. And now on the top of your head, imagine a golden sun. This sun represents the highest creative and healing energy of the present moment. And it enters your body through the crown of your head. And slowly moving down your body, from your head to your throat, and then to your chest, bringing within its golden light that touches every cell in your body, every tissue, and every organ, making you shine from the inside out. Take a deep breath here. And out. The sun continues to go down to your stomach now. And then your belly. Your genitals. Goes down your thighs. Your knees. And exits your body through your feet and back to Mother Earth. Take a deep breath. And out. And because this is a very intense energy for our body to be holding on to, please place the palms of your hands directly on the ground in front of you so that you can release the excess amount of this energy and have just enough, not more and not less than what you need right now. If you don't release the excess amount of this energy, you may be feeling very tired and dizzy afterwards. So if that is to happen, please keep placing your hands directly on the ground and drink lots of water. If you cannot reach the floor with your hands, you can just shake your hands alongside your body, fingers pointing to the ground so the energy has somewhere to go to. Shake them, and the energy will flow out of your body through your fingers and back to Mother Earth. It will have the same effect as placing your hands directly on the ground. Just to say that when you're using your hands, you are feeling the ground. Yes, but it's not mandatory. Take a deep breath here. And out. And whenever you are feeling ready, you can gently come back to the room. Wiggle your fingers, your toes, open your eyes, stretch if you feel like it, just like you were waking up from a nap. And drink that water or tea that you have nearby so that you can replace everything you were taking out during the meditation. We have been releasing a lot, so it's time to refill what we took out. And water or tea are the best things to do just that. Not only because they replace what was taken, but also they bring us back to our body because we feel the liquid coming in. Okay, so cheers. Go ahead. Okay. So how are you feeling? How was the breathing like throughout um, this meditation? Because a few sessions ago, I sensed like a lot of tightness, but today I felt like we had a little more space to bring the air inside. Like along the meditation, the more we breathe, the more we breathe, the more we gain space. Was that the feeling for you? Although there is still some tightness, okay? There is still some tightness, but it's like we overcame the tightness and now we have more space in our lungs. Who would like to share how they felt? Isabel, lots of yawning again. Yeah, you keep on releasing. When we yawn, we release something. And also, in a physiological kind of perspective, yawning brings more oxygen to our brain. So, more oxygen means that instead of being occupied with emptiness or anything or missed focus or something, the oxygen will replace that, will repair what needs to be repaired. Yeah, so releasing what's not serving you and being replaced with oxygen. Yes. Yulia, very good. Rose and golden state of mind. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Elizabeth. Hi, Elizabeth. That was amazing. I am seeing myself as a rose. Oh, goosebumps. Yes, well, rose, seeing yourself as a rose, the rose symbolizes your spirit. And so you are connecting with your higher self. No layers between you. You are right connecting with your essence right now. Just beautiful. Thank you, Elizabeth, for sharing that. Yay. Okay. So, Karen says, I love the rose with sticky petals to clean vital space. Yeah, right? Because it does do that. It really cleans like everything around us because it's only meant for us, our truest us, our essence, to be in this vital space. Of course, because we go through life, there's no way around that. We go through life, we get stuff inside our auric field. Those stuff can be memories, usually they are memories, past experiences, traumas, emotions that were not felt. Sometimes emotions from other people, if we are sensible, if we are empathetic, we get emotions from, so we are cleaning other people's spaces, vital spaces, and they get stuck with us. So it's of the utmost importance for us to clean our own space because there are some things there that do not belong to us. So if we are meant not to have anything there, not even our own things, so why should we be carrying other people's, right? So clean. Yeah, the rosebud really helps us to clean just that. Wonderful. Isabel, could you say again about the layers to the earth, mental, outer core? Oh, crust. You have the crust, then you have the mantle. Let me just read it here. Crust, mantle, outer core, and inner core. So these are the main layers of the planet. The crust is where we are. The mantle, there are a lot of things going around there. If you slice the earth, that's the biggest part of the earth, and then we have the core. Yes, mantle, not mental, sorry. Yes, mantle. My accent sometimes flips away as English is not my first language. It's not my mother tongue. So yes, you may experience some words being said not in the correct way. So feel free to ask if you do not understand something. Karen, I find that so true. I'm very sensitive to others' emotions. It can be heavy, it can, but it's not our job to carry them around. We can help them, but it's not our job to carry them, right? That's why we need to fill our cup first. We fill it, there's no space for anyone else, but we are allowed to give it away if we'd like. Yeah. Isabel, mine neither. That's why I didn't get it. Okay, okay. Uh, but it's okay. We get the point now. Okay, so for this next meditation, the one where we'll be tapping directly into the heart chakra, what we'll need, nothing. Just again, cup of water, fill it in, or tea, fill it in again. Same thing as before, either sitting on a chair, on the floor, laying on the ground, or on your bed, wherever you are, as long as you are comfortable. And the only difference is that instead of having our hands facing down, directing the energy towards the earth, we will have our hands facing up, as now we will be receiving. We will be open to receive whatever messages, whatever insights are coming our way. Whenever we use our imagination, we are speaking spirit's language. We are speaking directly, or the higher self is speaking directly to us. Our soul is speaking directly to us. So now we are in this position so that we can listen. Just listen. So throughout the meditation, just let your imagination flow. Don't second guess yourself. Go with what comes to your mind, even if you don't understand it, go with it. Okay. And validate what you see and how you feel at all times. Just trust your inner wisdom. Trust that. We are now in a state, because we grounded, we are now in a state where we can be more available to listening. Yeah. So let's add the hands facing up. So, because this gesture helps us to open our chest, right? And helps us to, when we ask something for someone else, we will make this gesture, right? We don't do this, we do this because we are receiving. So let's do that. Karen says your live meditations have been so helpful. Thank you, Karen. Thank you. I'm so happy that you are feeling that, because that's the whole point. And this series, well, for the ones that are doing this for the first time, this I still didn't go back on my records to check, but it's like the 5th or the 6th time that we are doing the Equinox series, addressing one chakra at a time. And they are always, these journeys, they are always so transformative. By the end, we feel like we had a whole life going on. We had like a different life going on. And then we become more calm and more centered. And so let's embrace that. Okay. Even if it's like your first session, you are just on time. Maybe it's not by chance, not maybe, it's not by chance that you were stepping in today. It's not by chance. There's something here for you. Yeah. Isabel, well, first time for me. So happy the universe sent me on your way. Beautiful. Be very welcome, Isabel. Be very, very welcome. Because yes, it's not by chance. Synchronicities, they are a real thing. They are. So let's go. Let's move on to our heart chakra. And again, just let your imagination flow. Okay. Even if your imagination goes somewhere different than my words, it's okay. Because they will be still at the background and I will call you in. I will call you back when the time is right. But just follow your imagination where it leads you, because there's always something there for you. Yes. Okay. So back straight. You can roll your shoulders back once more. Imagine you have a string pulling you up from the top of your head, and hands facing up. You can, if you are sitting, you can just lay them on your lap or on your knees. If you are laying down, just leave them alongside your body, like in an open position to receive. Yes. Don't worry, you have your roses around you protecting you, so you can be safe. Okay. So I will invite you to close your eyes and take a deep breath all the way to your belly, inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. Take a deep breath and out. And one more deep breath and out. One more deep breath and out. Keep breathing at your own rhythm. And outside your aura, beyond the guardian roses, imagine a pink or a green or a mixture of the two rooted rose growing in front of you. Let this rose manifest as it is. Ask it to match the colors of your heart chakra. And you will now connect this rose to your heart chakra by using two golden threads. One thread that comes out of the rose into your heart center, and another thread that comes out of your heart center and into the rose. We are opening a two-way communication channel. Take a deep breath and out. Ask the rose to open its petals and to show you a little cottage among nature. How does this cottage look like? What is it made of? Is it made of wood, of stone, of mud, of bricks? Does it have doors and windows? Does it have a chimney? And what kind of environment is it in? Is it a forest? Is it a desert? Is it a beach? Just let it unfold before your eyes. Don't second guess yourself. Stick with the first thing that pops up into your mind. Take a deep breath here and out. Does it have a garden? And what does that look like? Is it taken care of? Is it abandoned? Does it have a wall around it or a fence? Just observe what is happening. And now see yourself approaching the cottage. What do you look like? Notice what you are wearing, how you are moving. How does your hair look like? Your facial expression. Take a deep breath here and out. Stand by the door and open it so you can get inside. Are you comfortable stepping in? Is it cozy? Do you feel like being there all the time? What kind of decor your cottage has? Notice the details. Are they matching your spirit? Does the light come in easily? Take a deep breath and out. If you had a word to describe what you see and how you feel, what word would it be? Take one more deep breath and out. You will now ask the rose to close its petals and to remove the threads that connect it to your heart chakra. And on the top of that rose, visualize a golden sun. The sun enters the rose through its petals and moves down its stem and leaves, leaving a golden trail where it passes. The whole rose becomes golden. And the sun exits the rose through its roots and goes back to Mother Earth. Explode the rose. Let its ashes, its golden ashes, to come down to the ground to be transmuted. And imagine a second rooted rose growing in front of you. A green or pink or a mixture of the two. Growing in front of you, outside your aura, and beyond the garden roses. Same as before, you will connect the rose to your heart chakra using 2 golden strings. One string that comes out of the rose into the heart chakra, and another string that comes out of the heart chakra and into the rose. Take a deep breath here and out. Ask the rose to open its petals and to show you your cottage again. How does it look like now? Is it the same as before? Is it made out of the same materials? Is the scenery the same? What changed? What differences do you notice? Maybe on the colors, on the size, on the light. Maybe changed places, from the woods to the beach, or on the other way around. Just notice what is different now. Does it have more doors or more windows than before? Are they rearranged differently? Take a deep breath and out. What about the garden? Do you have one? If you already had one in the previous image, is it different somehow? What about yourself? What do you look like now? Are you wearing the same? Are you moving the same way as before? Notice your hair, your facial expression. Did anything change? Take a deep breath and out. Go inside the cottage and also notice what is different now. Maybe the furniture, the decor. Maybe it's not so messy. How is the light coming in? Notice the details. Are they matching your spirit? If you had a word to describe how you feel and what you see, what word would it be? Take a deep breath and out. Ask the rose to close its petals and to remove the strings that connect the rose to your heart chakra. Explode that rose. Let its ashes come down to the ground to be transmuted. And on the top of your head, visualize a golden sun. The sun enters your body once more through the crown of your head, slowly moving down from your head to your throat, and then to your chest. Its golden light touching every cell in your body, every tissue, and every organ, making you shine from the inside out. Take a deep breath and out. The sun continues down to your stomach, then to your belly, to your genitals, goes down your thighs, your knees, and exits your body through your feet and goes back to Mother Earth. And once again, we need to release the excess amount of this energy by placing our hands directly on the floor or by shaking them alongside your body. Fingers pointing to the ground. Shake them so the energy will flow out of your body through your fingers and back to Mother Earth. This is a very intense energy, so by releasing the excess, we can have just enough, not more and not less than what we need right now. If we do not release it, we may be feeling very tired and dizzy afterwards. So if that is to happen, keep placing the palms of your hands directly on the ground, shake your hands alongside your body, and drink lots of water. You can also walk bare feet for a while, even if it's on your room. That will help to release the excess amount of these golden lights. And now take a deep breath and out. And gently come back to the room. Wiggle your fingers, your toes. Open your eyes. Stretch your body like you were waking up. And of course, drink some more of that water or tea because we were still releasing. Okay, so we need to replace everything we took out by drinking. Okay, so how are you? How was your experience with the roses? Did you notice something shifting from the first rose to the second rose? Maybe if it was just on the lightning or on the colors, maybe the colors got more vivid. Maybe something shifted completely different. Go ahead and write on the comments. Share with us your experience. The possibility or probability of someone else experiencing the same thing is quite high. And that brings a sense of belonging and a sense of, oh, it was not just me. And that reassures us. Yeah. Yulia says, my cottage was a summer palace. I loved it. Wow. Look at that. Your heart is a summer palace. Dar, hi Dar, amazing. First, I saw myself in a witchy cottage, charming and cute, but with cobwebs and used. Then the second time, I got scared because I saw an all black structured pitch black. Then it turned white and like a beach house, and I felt more airy. Look at that. Really interesting. Because something changed, something needed to change regarding your perspective on your own heart. Because this cottage represents our heart, it represents where we stay comfy, where we are, who we are authentically, without all those layers of life. Michelle says, that was amazing. My first was a humble cottage and I was nervous to enter. The second felt we cared for and felt like home. Yes. Yes. And Elizabeth says, second cabin was much bigger and brighter. Hearing the word expansion. Beautiful. Beautiful, Elizabeth. Yeah, so your heart is expanding, right? Bigger and brighter. Stacy, my initial cottage was an earthship home, and the second one was a light and beautiful tiny home. Oh, so beautiful as well. Stacy. And Annette, hi Annette. Nice to see you. My first cottage was in a summer meadow and I wanted to be outside. Next cottage was in a cold environment and I wanted to get in and it had a warm fire inside. Yes, because we want to be inside our home in this case. We can attend what is surrounding and what is outside, but what we really, really want is to be inside and cozy in our own environment where everything matches our soul. Karen, stone cottage in a large clearing in the forest, providing light. Lots of flowers around the house, windows and a skylight for lots of light. My vision didn't change from first to second. My word is cozy. Beautiful. You are totally aligned, Karen, with your heart. How beautiful is that? Lena. Hi, Lena. First, I was in the wood, muddy, and forgotten cottage. I transferred that to a light yellow stone house, big sunshine, went from muddy to serene and light. That is amazing, amazing transformations because these meditations always have a before and an after. And usually the first one shows us like a photograph of the present moment. What is it that we are only being able to see in this moment? The second one shows us like the true colors or shows us what we need to overcome to get cozy, to get on the path of our life, the true path of our life. So, all those changes, if you experience any change in your cottages, yeah, you are now stepping into a new kind of heart, a new kind of life inside. Yeah, if this makes sense. Uh, because this cottage, that's why yesterday, Amira is not here today, but she was here yesterday and her meditation was in a cottage. And I was like, oh, okay, that's for that's for the heart center. um, so yeah, she was already meditating today and she didn't know. Wonderful. So yes, we have all these experiences because we are looking it through the eyes or through the lenses of love. Yeah. Z. Hi, Z. First word was illuminated. Second one was relaxed. Well, the light somehow helps us relax as well, right? When we stand at the sun, that helps us relax, literally. Isabel, first word was life. I entered the little cottage and I was coming back from a horse ride. Oh, so nice. The second cottage turned into a villa full of light. Yeah, bigger and more expanded as well. Just as Elizabeth was also experiencing that, right? Like this expansion. Beautiful. Yeah, opening up our hearts, letting the light in and also letting the light out. Right? Remember, this is always um, a two-way experience. Isabel says the garden had lots of flowers where I heard kids laughing, but I was like coming from another dimension and entered the house. I felt happy. Interesting. Another dimension means another perspective, probably. So maybe you hadn't noticed it before. You were looking through another kind of lenses. So if you felt happy, that's the whole thing. When your heart tingles with happiness, it means you are on the right track. Okay, I call it the tingling of truth. It's like a goosebump in our heart. That means that we are on the right track. So yes, thank you. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. If anyone else would like to share, go ahead, write on the comments. I will now draw a card from the beloved star dragons to see what they have to tell us about our heart center, about our heart chakra. So let's see. So, beloved dragons, What is it? Well, whatever the message is, it will come really neat and tidy, really clear. The shuffling is really clear and really structured. Like centered. Let's see. What is it that they would like us to acknowledge today regarding our heart chakra, regarding our balance, regarding the way we spread love towards the outside and towards the inside? How we spread compassion and how we spread self-love. Okay. Whenever you are ready, we are too. Not yet. Okay. And so the card or the message for today is independence, carving your own path. Look at that. Yeah, independence. During the meditation, what I felt, well, sometimes I can also feel, although I'm guiding, I can have some uh, hints. And this was actually very what I really felt, like something about our cottage, because inside that cottage is where our soul sits. That's our vital space as well. No one else is allowed there except ourselves. And so this card came like to validate that feeling as well, because we can open up our house to everyone, we can open up our garden to anyone, but inside the house, we are the ones that live there. Okay, and this is about carving our own path as well, like in our own terms. The cottage or the house or the villa is decorated according to who we are. And that means being in our own path. We are the ones that get to decide. Yeah. So let me just read the booklet, what it says. It's really interesting. Look at the path. The path is there. Can you see the path? It's made out of fire. It's made out of fire. And we are supposed to go down that path independently of what other people feel, of what other people think. We are meant to go down that according to our own essence. Yeah, that's what independence in this case means. Okay, so what are the words on the booklet? This is the 19th card. 19. Okay, reading glasses. If anyone would like to send me some reading glasses. It says, it's time to do it your way, no matter what it looks like. Claim your right to carve your own path. This requires action and foresight. Be original and renewed as you press forth and onward into paths uncharted. Throw the map, the template, the world's opinion out the window. It's your choice. What did I just say? There is freedom in knowing that your sacred consciousness grants you the inherited ability to do what you want, when you want, and bounded by only the restrictions you self-impose upon yourself. Break the chains, cast off the shackles, and break free, relishing in your independence. Freedom is yours. Yeah, exactly that. Let me just read Jennifer. Hi, Jennifer. The cottage was a whitewashed little place with a log roof. At first, it felt dark and empty, fire going, just me. Then it was the same cottage, but suddenly full of people, and I realized it was like one of those popular Chicago bars built to feel like a tiny Irish cottage. Oh, so nice. Karen, that's fascinating because my cottage was mine, but welcoming of others. And Z says, yes, my first one was open and illuminated. The second one was very deep inside, somewhere by a fire, and relaxed and private. Private is the word. Z, private is the word. Kathleen, whoa, that's powerful. My word from the second meditation was freedom. There you go. So, yes, we are allowed to welcoming others, but they are not allowed to stay forever because we need our privacy. We need our freedom so we can carve our own path. Okay. I think this is a special take from our cottages because yes, of course, we open up all the windows, all the doors, everyone comes in, and then they leave a mess. Not they meant to, not that they meant to, but they do. They misplace our books, our objects, and then we need to rearrange everything again. So yes, they are welcome, but they need to be accountable for what they do inside. And we need to hold them accountable as well. That's what this all means. Yes. Yulia, I had a life in guardian of my cottage to take care of it and me. Okay. Interesting, Yulia. Interesting that you have a guardian there. Yeah, it can take care of you and your cottage, but it's up to you to decide. And it's up to you to take action upon that as well. Because we do need to take care of our own things and not put that power into someone else. They can help, wonderful, but you still need to do the one that does the job, Julia. It's a whole palace. I need someone to take care of it. Yes. Yes, you do, as a help, not as a substitute. Does this make sense? Karen says, definitely, I'm a Sagittarius moon, born in the year of the horse. Freedom is essential. Of course it is. I'm a Sagittarius rising, so of course, freedom is essential. And Jennifer says, I already carved out my life, and now my cottage is full of people. I'm wondering what that means. Jennifer, what does that mean? Do you feel comfortable with everyone there? Do you feel comfortable in wide opening your heart? Okay. If that does not drain you, then everything is okay. There's no right or wrong here. Okay. As long as those people allow you to be your true self, like your authentic self, everything is okay. If you feel like you need to please those people that are inside your cottage, that's a whole different story. But if you feel you are being your authentic self, then you are just calling in what you are. Yulia, could these people be some versions of reflections of you? Nice question, Yulia, to Jennifer. Yeah, nice question. It can be. It can be. It doesn't mean necessarily someone else. It can be versions of yourself that maybe are not fully integrated, or you just called in to look at one at a time. So yeah. I would propose for you to write down what you saw during this meditation, specifically this meditation of the heart chakra, because this is the center. This is the seat of our soul. This is where our authenticity lives as well. So write down your insight. Well, not your insights first. Write down, describe what you saw, and then try to understand what that means. Because some insights come from there. And with this independence card, yeah, there are definitely some thoughts to work on. Yeah, some emotions to work on. Jennifer, you leave very interesting to ponder. Thank you. It is very interesting question. Okay, so we are just wrapping up our session here today. I will write down some affirmations for you to use whenever you want to activate your heart chakra, whenever you want to connect with it, whenever you feel that weight or that anxiety tightening you up. So 3 affirmations. I love myself. It is safe to open my heart. I choose joy, compassion, and love. You can say them out loud or you can write them. I love myself. If you say them out loud, the words or the sound will vibrate on your cells. So it will have a different impact than just by thinking of them or writing them down. But words have power, whether they are spoken or written. That is why it is called spelling. Words have power. Okay, they do move mountains. Karen, this has been an amazing session. I'm surrounded by hearts. It's my favorite shape. Necklaces, earrings, crystals. Beautiful, Karen. Z, thank you so much for your donation. It means a lot. So I will just keep on writing the affirmations. I love myself. It is safe to open my heart. I choose joy, compassion, and love. Robin says, yes, that was great. Thank you, Robin. Thank you, thank you. Oh, I misspelled that. Not oh, choose joy. I choose joy. Okay. Now, a practice. Okay, a practice. Also, the heart chakra is where forgiveness happens. And when we forgive, we let go of something that hurts us every time. It doesn't mean we forget, it means we forgive. So we can set ourselves free from what is hurting us. When we are hurt, what we do is to hold on to that, resentment, hold on to that anger or whatever it is towards someone else or towards a specific situation. When we allow ourselves to forgive, what happens is it spreads, it goes away. The air takes it away. And so when we forgive, we set ourselves free as well. So my proposal for you today is to write a letter forgiving someone or a specific situation in your life that you are still holding on to, that is still hurting you. Write that letter as if you are speaking directly to that person or that situation. And at the end, you just write, I forgive you and I set myself free. So at the end of the letter, I forgive you and I set myself free. Jennifer, or forgiving yourself. Yes. Yes, you can also write a letter towards yourself. And at the end, once you are finished writing that letter, burn it. Okay, you can read it once, burn it. Let the fire transform. Fire has the power to transform everything and to illuminate as well. But in this case, it will transmute something. It will transmute the grudge into forgiveness. So you can be free. Once the letter is burned, just pour it the ashes. You can put them on the garden, on a vase. If you do not have any of those around, you can just flush them down the toilet. It will find its way back to Mother Earth. Okay. So it can be transmuted as well, not only by fire, but by the power of the earth. Yeah. Okay, everyone. So this is it. A beautiful session as always. I hope your heart feels lighter after this session. I hope you do feel free and independent and authentic. And authentic. Yes. Karen, most welcome. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for your donations. Please feel free to donate, even if not during the live, but you can do it through my profile. It helps me a lot. Think of it as an exchange. Whenever teachers here on Insight Timer are donating their time and their knowledge, you get to donate as well. Yeah. Stacy, most welcome. Lena, thank you so much, precious. Ellen, is there a replay of this session available? I need to hear it again. Yes, this session is being recorded. I will upload it in a few hours' time. If you want to get the link to the replay, just send me a message here on Insight Timer and I will let you know how to get it. This one and all the other ones. All lives of Insight Timer are available to revisit. There are even some the replays of last year's spring equinox. They are still available to watch if you'd like. And the solstice, this winter solstice is also there. So during the solstices, we work with the elements only for sessions, working with the earth, water, fire, and air. During the equinoxes, we go chakra by chakra because it's a time of balance, right? Ellen, oh, that's fabulous. Fab news. I didn't know that. Thank you, of course. And if you'd like to receive my newsletters, I don't send them often, not every day, not every week, not every month. I usually send them like with 2 months apart, 1.5 months, and I just send one out. So I will send another one when the Equinox series are over, so you can get all the replays. And yeah, so if you'd like, just send me also a message here on Insight Timer, asking me to add you to my email list and send me your email address. Also, in the meantime, you can find me on Instagram as the Feminine Path Project. You can find me on Facebook as Amar Sintra, which is my business name, or you can just type my own name to my personal profiles and reach me out. Okay. I always respond. I'm the one responding, I'm the one answering. It may take me some days to get back to you, but I always respond. Okay. And yeah, that's it. That's it. And tomorrow we will have a break for Easter Sunday, and Monday we will be back with the throat chakra session. For that session, you can bring something blue. I use a lot this this crystal, which is called the Amazonite. Although it's kind of green or turquoise, but it connects directly with the throat chakra. This kind of color connects with the throat chakra. Okay, so if you have something lingering around and you want to participate, just bring it closer to you on Monday. Kathleen, thank you so much for your donation as well. This means a lot. It does mean a lot. And I hope you have a beautiful Sunday. I hope you have, even if you are not Catholic or Christian, it's just a moment. Okay, it's a special moment. The first Sunday after the first full moon of spring. So it is um, a special moment. Yes, for us to come back to life. This is spring coming up. This is the fertile ground just showing up. Whatever is coming our way, whatever is down our path, it has a new breath of life. And Dar, can you show the card again? Of course. Of course. Here it is. Independence, carving your own path. Yes. Christine, thank you so much, dear. So this is the card. Gratitude. Have a beautiful day. You too, Dar. You too. And so, see you Monday, I hope, and have a beautiful day ahead. And, well, if you have any questions or if you'd like to comment anything else when I close this live, just send me a message here on Insight Timer, okay? I will get back to you. Okay, dear ones. Mwah. Much love to you all. Bye-bye. See you soon.